This video is going to be slow enough for beginners, I promise. I'm going to use a 6mm crochet hook. You'll find that on the crochet hook. I'm going to use worsted weight yarn. When you buy your yarn, look on the label. It will say worsted weight yarn. To start in crochet, you always start with a slip knot. To make a slip knot, form a loop, put your hook through, pick up the yarn, and then tighten that stitch on your hook, but don't tighten it too tightly. So to begin this flower, we're going to chain. We're going to chain 50, and here's how you make a chain. Here's how you hold your yarn. Place it on your 3 fingers, then bring it around your index finger. So to chain, you simply pick up the yarn with the hook and bring it through, and that stitch will look like a chain. So we're going to make 50 chain stitches. You can start this flower with any amount of chain stitches as long as it's an even number. So we're going to chain 50. That was 1. Pick up the yarn with the hook, bring it through. That's a chain stitch. Pick up the yarn, bring it through. 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 That's pretty simple. Pick up the yarn, bring it through. We're going to do that 50 times. So I've got 2, 4, 6, 8. I'm going to do it 50 times. Okay, so we have a chain 50. And we're going to start by working into the 3rd stitch from the hook. So there's the 1st stitch, 2nd stitch, 3rd stitch. And we're going to make a double crochet in that stitch. Double crochet, you yarn over the hook before you insert it into the stitch you're going to work into. So now we insert the hook into that stitch, we pick up the yarn, and we bring it through. So now we have 3 stitches on the hook for a double crochet. So now we pick up the yarn with the hook, and we just bring it through 2 of those stitches, and we pick up the yarn and we bring it through the last 2. And that is a double crochet. So we're going to make 3 more double crochets in this stitch. So yarn over, insert the hook into the stitch, pick up the yarn, pull it through. Pick up the yarn, pull it through 2 stitches, pick up the yarn, pull it through 2 stitches. And we now have the equivalent of 3 double crochets. We're going to make a total of 5 in this stitch. We need 2 more. Yarn over, insert the hook in the stitch, pick up the yarn and bring it through. Pick up the yarn, bring it through 2, pick up the yarn, bring it through 2. We need 1 more. Yarn over the hook, insert the hook through the stitch, and pick up the yarn and pull it through. Pick up the yarn, pull it through 2, pick up the yarn, pull it through 2. So that's going to be the center of our flower. Now we're going to skip 2 stitches in the chain. We're now going to work all down the chain. Skip 2 stitches, and in the next stitch we're going to make a single crochet. For a single crochet, pass the hook through the stitch you're going to work in, pick up the yarn and bring it through, then pick up the yarn and bring it through the 2 stitches on the hook. So this is a single crochet as opposed to the double crochet. So a double crochet is taller than a single crochet. Okay, this next step is what you're going to keep repeating all across the chain. Skip 2 stitches. In the next stitch, make 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, and now we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to make 2 more double crochets, all in that same stitch. 1, 2. So here's what we've done. We've made a shell sort of stitch with this little chain 3 in the center. And now we're going to skip 2 stitches, single crochet in the next stitch. Single crochet, we insert the hook through the stitch, pick up the yarn and bring it through, then pick up the yarn and bring it through both stitches on the hook. So we're going to continue and make this all across the chain 50. So I'm going to make one more and then I'll finish the chain off camera. So we're going to skip 2 stitches. In this stitch we're going to make the same pattern that we have here. So we're going to make 2 double crochet, chain 3, 2 double crochet. Okay, so double crochet is yarn over. We're working in the 3rd stitch. So double crochet, pull the yarn through, pick it up, pull it through 2, pick up the yarn, pull it through 2. So that's 1 double crochet. Another double crochet, yarn over, insert the hook in the stitch, pull the yarn through, pick up the yarn, pull it through 2, pick up the yarn, pull it through 2. So we've completed this part of the shell. Now we're going to do the chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to make 2 more double crochets all in the same stitch. So double crochet is yarn over, insert into the stitch, pull the yarn through, pick up the yarn, pull it through 2, pick up the yarn, pull it through 2. One more, yarn over, insert the hook through the stitch, pick up the yarn and pull it through, pick up the yarn, pull it through 2, pick up the yarn, pull it through 2. Skip 2 stitches, single crochet in the next stitch. And there you've completed another of the shells, and we're going to do this all down the row. So I've gone ahead and I've done that, and I've got my chain of 50 and I have made continuous shells all down the row. And then I fastened off, and to fasten off you simply pull the yarn through the last stitch and cut it off, and you finish off with a long yarn end and you've threaded in a yarn needle. And we're going to start at the other end for the flower, and we're simply going to start curling the work into a flower. So we're just going to twirl it around and around in your hand like that, and there you have your flower. So now you're going to turn this around, and you have your yarn threaded into the yarn needle. You're going to take the needle and you're going to go all the way across, making sure that the needle goes through every one of those layers. So then just pull the yarn through, not too tightly. Now you're going to move over about 1/2 inch, and we're going to do the same thing. Put the needle through every one of those layers and then pull the yarn through. Now move over 1/2 inch, go all the way across again and pull the yarn through, but not too tightly. Okay, so I think if we do it one more time, that should be fine. So move over 1/2 inch and insert the needle through all those different layers all the way across the back of your flower. And then you can just release the needle and tie a square knot in your beginning and end yarn ends like that. And if you're going to use where the back doesn't show, you can just cut off those yarn ends. But if it is going to show, then thread both of these yarn ends and weave them in through the flower and then cut it off. And there's your flower. In the center you could sew a large bead or a few pearls. Sort of looks like a little bird's nest. And there's another look with some little bronze pearls.